In January of 2013, a 21-year-old college student vanished inside one of the most infamous hotels in Los Angeles. What happened next would captivate the internet, confuse investigators, and spark one of the most disturbing mysteries of the modern era. This is the story of Elisa Lam. Elisa Lam was a student from Vancouver, Canada. She was intelligent, creative, and loved writing. In early 2013, Elisa set out on a solo trip down the west coast of the United States, a journey she planned to document through her blog. On January 26th, she checked into the Cecil Hotel, a historic building with a dark reputation tied to crime, violence, and unexplained deaths. At first, nothing seemed unusual, but within days, Elisa would completely disappear. Elisa was supposed to check out on January 31st. She never did. Hotel staff found her room empty, no signs of a struggle, no personal belongings, packed for departure. When days passed without contact with her family, police were notified. A full search of the hotel began. Rooftop access, hallways, stairwells, nothing. It was as if Elisa had simply vanished into thin air. Nearly 3 weeks later, police released surveillance footage that would change everything. The video showed Elisa inside an elevator. She presses multiple buttons, steps out, steps back in. She waves her hands erratically as if talking to someone who isn't there. At one point, she hides in the corner of the elevator, frozen with fear. The doors refuse to close. Then suddenly, she's gone. The footage goes viral. The internet explodes with theories. Was she being followed? Was she experiencing a breakdown? Or was someone watching her? Around the same time, hotel guests begin complaining. The water pressure is low. The water tastes strange. The water appears discolored. Maintenance workers are sent to the rooftop. Inside one of the large water tanks, they make a discovery that shocks the world. Elisa Lam's body. She had been missing for 19 days. The autopsy ruled Elisa's death an accident. No signs of physical trauma. No evidence of assault. No drugs, except medication prescribed for bipolar disorder. Authorities concluded that Elisa likely climbed into the water tank herself during a mental health episode and was unable to escape. But for many, the explanation didn't sit right. How did Elisa access the rooftop, which was supposedly locked and alarmed? How did she climb into a heavy water tank with no ladder nearby? Why was the elevator behaving strangely? And most disturbing of all, why does the footage feel like she knew something terrible was about to happen? To this day, the case remains officially closed, but far from forgotten. Was this a tragic accident? Or is there something about Elisa Lam's final moments that we still don't understand? Sometimes, the scariest mysteries aren't the ones with monsters, but the ones with no clear answers.